Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope that you all are fine and doing well. Welcome to our third lecture of science, class 6. Chapter number 1, cellular organization of plants and animals. Students, before starting our today's lecture, first we will recall some previous knowledge. Cells are building blocks of life. Cells are organisms' basic unit of structure and functions. Cells differ in size, shape, and internal organization. The detailed structure of a cell has been studied by a compound and electron microscope. We had discussed about the main functions and structure of a compound microscope in our previous lecture. Students, when we study a cell under a microscope, we will come across these basic features in almost every cell: cell wall, cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm. The cytoplasm contains many organelles such as endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, chloroplast, vacuoles, centrioles. All activities of a cell are possible due to these features of the cell. Now we will discuss each part of a cell one by one. Number 1, cell wall. Cell wall is the outermost covering of plant cells. It is not present in animal cells. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Cellulose is a hard material. Due to the presence of cellulose, plant cells are hard as compared to animal cells. It gives the plants a fixed and rigid shape. It protects the cells from injury. Cell membrane. It surrounds the cytoplasm of a cell. It is the outermost covering in animal cells, while in plant cells it is present next to cell wall. It maintains the shape and size of a cell. It also protects the internal contents of a cell. It controls the movement of materials in and out of a cell. It is also known as partially permeable membrane. That means it allows the movement of only selective materials. Well, nucleus is the most important part of a cell. It is known as the control center of a cell because it controls all the activities inside a cell. It is surrounded by a thin membrane that is called nuclear membrane. It contains chromosomes. Chromosomes are thread-like structures. Their function is to pass on the characteristics of a cell to the new cell. The number of chromosomes are always fixed in every cell. For example, every human cell contains 46 chromosomes. Cytoplasm. A gel-like material inside the cell membrane is called cytoplasm. Or we can say that the contents of the cell inside the cell membrane, except for the nucleus, is called cytoplasm. It contains water and many other chemicals. Cell organelles are also present in the cytoplasm, such as endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, vacuoles, and many others. Mostly cell functions takes place in the cytoplasm. Now we will discuss about the organelles that are present in cytoplasm. Number 1, endoplasmic reticulum. It is a network of channels that helps in the movement of materials inside the cell. Mitochondria. Mitochondria are also known as the powerhouses of the cell. They provide energy to the cell. Chloroplast. Chloroplast is present only in plant cells. It contains chlorophyll that traps energy from the sun. Plants use this energy to make food in a process known as photosynthesis. Vacuoles. Vacuoles store waste material, air, water, and food particles. There is only a single vacuole in plant cells, while animal cells have more than one vacuole. Centrioles. Centrioles are present near the nucleus of an animal cell. They are 2 in number and play an important role in animal cell division. Although plants and animal cells have many common features like cell membrane, nucleus, mitochondria, vacuoles, endoplasmic reticulum, etc., but there are some differences too. First, cell wall is present only in plant cells but absent in animal cells. Nucleus lies near the side of a cell wall in plant cells, while in animal cells it is present in the center of the cell. Plant cells contains only a single large vacuole, while more than one vacuoles are present in animal cells. Plant cells contains chloroplast that are absent in animal cells, while animal cells contain centrioles that are not present in plant cells. Here I have an activity for you. You have to identify and label these diagrams. Now we will summarize our today's topic. Today we have discussed about the structure of a cell, main parts of a cell and their functions. Then we have also discussed about the similarities and differences that are present between an animal and a plant cell. Here I have some questions for you. You have to solve these questions carefully on your notebooks. We will meet in next lecture. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.